What is snorting Adderall like? A lot of people out there do snort Adderall. They do snort like Ritalin. And why people snort these drugs is because they are stimulants. They are amphetamine salts, even when it comes to Adderall, which is similar to what crystal meth is. And one of the ways that people do use crystal meth is through snorting it. And so this is the effects of what happens when you do snort Adderall. If you're new to the channel, hit the like and subscribe button. What's up, guys? My name is Eric, and I'm a recovering cocaine and alcoholic addict. I'm diagnosed with ADHD, PTSD, GAD, MDD. Those are my diagnoses. I am a recovering cocaine and alcoholic addict. And I lost a wife, father to suicide. I've attempted suicide. I've been through a lot, and I like to share my experiences for anybody out there struggling. And one of the things that I have shared on in a year or so is what happens when you snort Adderall, because a lot of people don't realize as addicts why addicts do some of the things that they do. When it comes to people like myself, I was obsessed with putting stuff up my nose. Yes, I have snorted Adderall before. It was always hard for me to abuse Adderall because Adderall was my ADHD med. It helped me in life, and so I didn't want to waste it. Like, I had to take 10 milligrams in the morning and 10 milligrams in the afternoon. I can't deviate from that, and I can't run out of it. But it is something that people do snort, and there is a street market for it. And why people snort Adderall is it is water soluble. So what that means is it does break down in your system. So if you do snort Adderall, it hits your system faster. Adderall is designed to get into your system and to break down over time, to give you a gradual increase in just productivity, your thought process, just focusing in, being able to focus in on tasks, where if you snort it, that's going to hit your system in just a matter of a couple minutes. Anything that you snort, it hits your system faster versus digesting it versus smoking it. So if you are snorting Adderall, it hits your system a lot harder. So because it hits your system a lot harder, you notice the impact of the drug on your system, what it does to your system a lot quicker. So you focus in a lot quicker. You get that little bit of energy a lot quicker. Those of us who have been prescribed Adderall for a long period of time, we don't really get a high off of Adderall. It's like, okay, you snort it, you almost get the high and the dopamine rush of snorting something because it's all mental. But the high factor of it, we all of a sudden are focused in. And usually with anyone who is ADHD, when it comes to abusing Adderall, you end up more getting a hyper focus than anything else, where you're all of a sudden focused in on one task and one task only, and it just doesn't stop. So that is one of the big struggles when it comes to Adderall. And ADHD people trying to abuse it. It's a very difficult drug for us to abuse, and I don't feel personally that a lot of people with ADHD abuse the drug in that way because it is such a almost like a godsend tool. But versus somebody who is not ADHD, this is a stimulant. It increases your heart rate, it increases your dopamine, it increases so you're happier, you're more focused, you're energized. It's like 10 shots of espresso just ready to go. And if you can get that into your system sooner, why not snort it? And so that is one of the main reasons why people will crush up this drug and end up snorting it, because unfortunately the way that Adderall is kind of presented is it's like a miracle drug that's going to help you be smarter and focus harder and do better in school. And again, it's not designed for that. It's designed for people with ADHD to kind of collect your thoughts, to be able to focus in on thoughts and thought processes to actually complete tasks. But can you get high off of Adderall? Absolutely, you can. The difference between Adderall and meth is Adderall doesn't pass through the brain-blood barrier, so it has to go through your system a little bit longer to hit your brain, so your body becomes a little bit more adjusted to it as a gradual high, where snorting it, it does hit your system faster, so it does almost, I feel, almost mimic meth a little bit more because of how quickly it hits your system. There is no gradual increase in it. It's just a boom. It's in my system, and now I'm focused in, and now I'm ready to go. For the one out there struggling, though, I do have links down below to AA and NA. It's one of these things that no matter what you're going through in life, you don't have to go through it alone. I mean, click the like and follow button, comment down below, because I found the more that we share off of our testimonies, the more that we share off our experiences in life, it helps those out there struggling know that they're not going through it alone. And the worst thing that happens is when you are an addict, that you feel alone, that you feel that nobody understands, that you feel that nobody relates. And that is not the case. Know that you got this, and know that it's one day at a time. And if you are struggling, tell everybody around you that you're struggling, that you need help. And believe me, they already know you're an addict, and you asking for help lets them know that you want it and nobody's forcing it upon you. So don't give up, because what you're going through, it will get better.